All right, continuing along here, we are going to highlight clip 27, push Command X, move that beside clip 26. We're going to grab clip 50, Command X, grab clip 41 and bring it over, grab clip 32 and bring it over. Make sure 32 ends on the music beat. Grab clip 28, Command X, and move that over on the timeline. Now we're going to highlight the dialogue, clip 34, push Command X, turn on the V1 track, and push Command V. We'll grab clip 38, Command X. Let's turn V1 off. We're going to move 34 halfway underneath 32. Move the clip of the bridge over, move 28 over to the right, and drag it out more.
The waterfront here in Nelson, BC is absolutely stunning, with views of the magnificent Kootenay Lake and Bob, the Big Orange Bridge. This is a place that you'll want to stop and take photos.
After listening to clip 34, I think I'm going to change up the dialogue a bit. So let's open up our dialogue sequence. We'll go in there. So I actually, after watching it through, like the second take talking about the Kootenay Lake more. So we're going to highlight that, push Command C on our keyboard, go over to the Rough Cut tab, highlight the current clip 34, delete it, turn V1 on and push Command V. And as you'll see here, because we didn't move the two audio tracks that were part of the guide audio, when we paste this clip down, the audio tracks cut directly through the music. So let's highlight the two audio guide tracks and push delete. Now we'll highlight the remaining audio tracks and drag them up. Let's highlight the right half of the music and push delete. Grab this left half and we'll drag it open again. Great. Let's also zoom in here and we're going to trim the new clip 34 because you can see the waveform and the dialogue starts there. So we'll trim this excess and now we'll bring it over slightly under clip 34 and play it out.
Waterfront in Nelson is stunning, with views of beautiful Kootenay Lake and Bob the...
There we go. Yeah, I like that more. So we'll drag 38 over to cut some of clip 28. Now we're going to push Y to bring up our slip tool and we're going to drag that to the left in clip 28. Now we need a clip of the park. So we used a clip of the park in an earlier part of the sequence, but I actually prefer it to not be a transitional clip and to rather show when the host talks about the park. So it's clip 41. We're going to highlight it and drag it over top of that dialogue. And now we're going to highlight this chunk of clips here, 32, 28, 38, 41, and 34, and drag it up towards 50 and against clip 50. Now let's get a shot that shows the water. There we go. We'll take clip 30, push Command X on clip 30. Let's unhighlight track V1. So we have completely covered up the host speaking there. We're not going to see her. We're just going to have the B-roll clips over the talking part. This will feel a little bit better because earlier on we have voiceover and it's the host's voice. So having what feels like voiceover again with B-roll clips just kind of gives this edit a well-rounded feeling. So we'll continue on with a few more transitional shots of the waterfront. We'll grab clips 37, 39, and 40, highlight them and push Command X. Go back to our edit, and I think we'll actually put 39 beside 30 here and move 37 to the right. We'll now grab the final dialogue piece, clip 44, push Command X with it highlighted, turn V1 back on and push Command V. Clip 44 is the final dialogue piece, and the dialogue is summing up what this video is all about. So it's saying there's so much to do in Nelson. No matter what you come to do, there's something for everyone. So that's great. So we'll let that clip play out, showing the host a little bit longer. And let's grab clip 29, push Command X. We'll turn V1 track off. And about a third of the way over on clip 44, we'll push Command V for clip 29. Clip 29 will be our final clip. So we're choosing it as our final clip because it's a beautiful shot. It follows the host's feet walking through leaves, and then it continues on through this fencing here, showing a beautiful shot of the mountains and Kootenay Lake. This is also a great spot because this clip holds on the lake for a few seconds. This will be a great shot to end with and put our final logo. So we have a few extra B-roll clips. I'm going to just delete the negative space in between them. We can scan through here. So we'll highlight those 4 extra B-roll clips and we won't use them. We have to bring the music track down underneath the audio here. So we're going to move the audio track up. Let's work on audio 6. We'll push the P on our keyboard, put some points there. Zoom out, put a few more points here, close to each set of dialogue because we're going to be bringing this music down. So we will push V on our keyboard, zoom back in, and this second point close to where the dialogue begins we'll bring down to -16 for now. We'll do the same thing over here at -16. We'll go to the next dialogue part and drag the second point in down to -16. Okay, so we're going to drag the second point in to the point in the music that kicks in. Let's mute A5. When you put the 2 points to bring the music volume down, when you put them a little bit before the dialogue and end that transition a few words into the dialogue, it creates a more natural feeling then. For example, let's just bring this point over here and show you what this would sound like if we brought down the music before the dialogue started.
The waterfront in Nelson.
That's a more amateur thing to do. When you're starting out, you might bring the music down right before the dialogue starts, but it doesn't feel and sound as natural. Your viewers will watch this video and it will be more noticeable that the volume on the music's brought down. So by having it transition down more slowly as the dialogue starts, it will go unnoticed. And when you're editing, sometimes you want things to just go unnoticed and feel natural as opposed to being noticed and feeling a little bit off. So I'm going to push Command Z to undo that so that the transition of the volume going down stays the way we originally had it. Let's play the end here.
You're taking a stroll by and
Okay, we're going to move this point over a bit and this point to the right a bit as well.
great place to swim.
Okay.
Whether you're just
We're going to move this point. Let's trim clip 44 so that it begins right on the dialogue. And we'll move it over a little bit to the left.
whether you're just staying in.
Okay, we're going to move this point in the music over a little bit as well so the transition starts earlier. And there we go. Now to highlight both of these pen points, we will click on the first one here to the right, hold down Shift on your keyboard and click on the second one, and then we can drag both of them over together.
Hidden gem.
Okay, let's drag this clip down, push Y on our keyboard for the slip tool, and let's drag this clip over.
So much to do here. This is a traveler's dream and a real hidden gem.
Okay, this clip goes a little too long, so let's cut it right before the second sun flare, and now we'll drag it over. We'll drag the music out a little bit more. Okay, great. So we've laid down all of the clips and placement for a rough cut. We have worked with the volume of the music and moved that around. In the next lesson, we are going to fine tune this rough cut. So we're going to be watching it over, making sure it's cut in the right parts and that everything sounds good. And we will see you in the next lesson.